Hello, and welcome to Cat Luna Tarot. I'm just starting off with some sage here to cleanse the energies. Super excited about today's reading. The topic is, what are the good things coming your way this year? So we are going to be focusing on only the positive things coming your way. Well, we're just going to see whatever wants to come through. Love, money, career, relationships, whatever comes through, we will be looking at that. The last reading I did on this channel was how will you change and transform this year? So that to me was maybe diving into more of the shadow work you're going to be doing, maybe energy you need to let go of, blocks you'll be facing. And then I see once those blocks are clear, you can accept all these good things that are coming your way. So these are all the potential good things that can be coming your way this year. We are going into 2022 as I'm doing this reading. We're in 2022 at the beginning of January. But this is intended to be a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this is just looking into the energies for the year. So you could be watching this at any point in time in 2022 or whichever year you are in. What else? Yeah, I will link the other reading down below if you are interested in that. That one is also looking at the energies of this year, but just more of the shadow aspects. Well, this reading here is looking at the light aspects. So I'm really excited for this one. For pile 1 over here, we have the animal and some rose quartz. For pile 2, we have the mentor and orange calcite. And for pile 3, we've got the medallion and black tourmaline. Go ahead and take your time. Pause the video if you need to meditate and choose your pile. And if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, those have just been restocked for the new year. So I have many different personal readings available at all different price points, starting as low as $2 for yes or no questions. So you can check those out in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop will always be at the very end of my description box in every video. So yeah, just Cat Luna Tarot in my Etsy shop. That's the only place to get a reading with me. Besides the live readings, I also do live readings on the weekends and giveaways for those readings. So you can have a chance to win a free reading with me. Just go ahead and check out the comment section for the giveaway. I only do giveaways for each video the same week they came out. So if you are watching this a little bit in the future, the giveaway during this video might be over, but just go to my channel and check out the most recent videos I've posted that week, and there's probably a giveaway going on in there. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading for what good things are coming your way this year. What blessings are coming your way? What do you have to look forward to? All right, for pile number 1, if you chose the animal and this rose quartz crystal, this is your reading. Okay, so the animal, very interesting card to start with. This archetype is about power and direction, it says in the book here. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense, drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. So this card here is about vitality, getting in touch with your, I see that as getting grounded, getting in touch with nature, with all of the imagery they've said here. And really, I think she's covered like every, she's got water, earth, like every element is covered here. So it's like you're really going to be getting in touch with the elements, with the earth, getting comfortable in your own skin and your own body, tapping into that vitality, that aliveness. It's like a connection to spirit. And even the last line here is about, when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. So the dark side of this is savagery, pent-up emotion, and lashing out. So you could be coming out of this energy or getting more comfortable with that energy if you've felt some, and I think we've all, just in general with what's going on in the world, felt some of that pent-up energy there. So I feel a release here with this card. It feels amazing, and what a beautiful card to start off your reading. So this is going to be the overall energy of how you'll be feeling this year. And this is the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. And I see just a lot of powerful energy with this animal card here to start us off. So let's get into your tarot. And I think I'm going to be taking them all in the upright today. So we've got Hanged Muse, Queen of Materials, Muse of Voices, that is the King of Swords. Okay, so this is the Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. I'm just going to go with the sayings on the card today. The Magician, Ten of Inspiration, the Sun. Ooh, love to see the Sun in a reading. Knight of Voices. So we've got the King or the Muse of Voices and the Knight of Voices. Lots of intellectual energy there. Nine of Voices. Six of Emotions. And the 10 of Materials to close your reading. Wow, I mean, what really great cards here to start us off, okay? I'm getting the feeling, the strong feeling for some people here in pile one, and just take what resonates. I'm getting the feeling that you are missing somebody or hung up on someone's energy. That there is just a specific person from the past. It feels very nostalgic here. It feels like longing for home, longing for one person in particular. For other people, you may just be longing for a soulmate or longing for your match here. So it's a really good feeling for me, like you're going to be getting a little bit closer to what you want is what it feels like. Okay, so just take what resonates, and by that it could really be maybe not even being with this person, but releasing them and letting them go, because I'm seeing a let go of baggage, a let go of things that aren't working, a letting go of the things that are actually ruminating thoughts and causing you anxiety, causing you pain. I feel like you're going to be more free from these ruminating thoughts here, pile one. So that's something that's coming in for me right away. Like it feels like there's somebody specific here that you are thinking about and wondering about, and whether you're going to be with them or not, that's not really coming through here. You're not getting an answer to that in these cards, but you are going to be either energetically releasing them, and that could be just getting you closer to giving yourself, building up your self-worth, is what I see that could be getting you closer to. So could that step be getting you closer to reconnecting with them? For some people, yes. For other people, it may not be. This person you're thinking of may not be in alignment with you, and you may just be coming into your own alignment here. So that's really the message I'm getting with you, pile 1. You are going to be coming into alignment here with this reading, is what it feels like. So starting off here with the Hanged Muse, the Hanged Man. This is a very spiritual card here, and I see you releasing old. You're really releasing the old. You're releasing the things that are strenuous and taking up your energy. So anything that was draining your energy. And for a lot of people here, it's mental things that are draining your energy. And I see for a lot of people, it is being hung up on one person in particular. And I think Spirit is saying that it's not serving you, and it's not serving the connection. So I'm not giving you guys an answer of whether you're coming together, but I am saying you are going to be releasing energy that's not serving you, and you're going to be bringing in more energy that is. It's really fantastic, this energy here. The Magician here, right under the Hanged Man. This is telling me the spiritual work you're doing is helping out with your manifestation. All your manifestations. I see you getting like your ducks in a line, your ducks in a row, getting things in order. You're like preparing here. It feels like you're preparing for abundance with the Queen of Materials. It feels like you're preparing for wealth to come in your way. It feels like you're opening your heart up for love, like you're clearing out energetic space, clearing out what wasn't working, and you are coming into alignment. I love these cards here. This is spiritual alignment. So it almost feels like there could have been a period where, and I think we even talked about that in the animal card, there could have been a period where things were feeling really dark and, feeling like pent up energy. And it does feel like things are, and so that could have been your past energy. And it does feel like things are moving forward here. So Knight of Voices, things are really moving for you. It feels like you're soaring here. Like this is such a beautiful card with this Pegasus creature thing soaring through the air. So it feels like the things, like the stuck energy maybe you were in previously, kind of feels like the last 2 years. It feels like now you are so free from that energy. There's the Sun here, like right in the middle of your reading. I'm so drawn to the Sun, the Queen of Materials, and the Magician here. It's like you are really going to be manifesting this year, pile 1. So it feels like the energy in the beginning of the year, the Hanged Muse, feels like more of a pause, more of, you're working on your self-care and your self-worth here. This King of Swords can be all about coming to new realizations. Okay, it can indicate a person here for some people. It can. The King of Swords can be a person who is very intellectual. They a little less emotional and more logical can be the King of Swords person. I can even visualize somebody with really dark hair, kind of sharp features. So for some people, this can mean a person coming into your life or a love connection that is significant. Because I see a lot of happiness here. I see things moving forward. So if you've been feeling stuck before or recently, pile 1, I feel like you're really moving out of it. So for other people, maybe this doesn't indicate a person, but rather clarity. And here it's right next to the Sun. So I'm seeing that as consciousness, mental clarity, coming to alignment, going back to that. And I'm really feeling like that is the theme here with this reading, pile 1, is you are really going to be coming into alignment this year. So yeah, there's some things that are a bit scary with the Nine of Swords here. I see that as fears, but I see you as really moving through them, soaring through them, really soaring over them to end your tarot cards here. Like, I love to see these tens, these two tens, because the Ten of Wands, it talks about the past, what we've dealt with in the past that was so hard. And I really feel like you've learned a lot over these last few years. You may have been going through a spiritual awakening. It's a very spiritual pile here with the Hanged Muse to come off as first. But it really feels like you have progressed really far along your journey. So there's not many nines here or eights, where you're working on things. Like, these are a lot of cards of completion. You've been working at this for a long time. So it does feel like you get to, and this is coming at the end of your year, but it does feel like you get to celebrate here. Celebrate the work that you've put in. So if Spirit does recognize this spiritual work that you've been doing on yourself, it does look like shadow work here. Yeah, so you might be called to the other reading I did, How Are You Changing and Transforming This Year? I will link that below, but that could you might be called to check that out, because it does look like you're going to be doing some shadow work here, releasing what wasn't working before. And it really looks like this reading here, it looks like somebody who is opening their heart up to love, is what it looks like for me. Okay, let's get some more of your oracle cards here. Okay, major theme for this year is going to be pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And I see you, especially with that Queen of Pentacles, you're really building up your self-confidence, your self-worth. I feel like this year, you're going to see yourself as just so high value. You're going to really see the value that you have. So maybe in the past, you could have been comparing yourself to other people, I'm getting social media. If you are on Instagram or anything like that, you could see other people, your peers, other people in your age group, or maybe you went to school with. You could see their success and, it could make you feel bad or make you feel jealous. I feel like you are rising out of these lower level energies here, if that resonates. And you're really getting comfortable with yourself, comfortable in your own skin, comfortable in your body. So that's something I can see too with the Queen of Materials, feeling really, that could be it can be either, different messages for different people, but for some people you are going to be maybe going to the gym or getting into a really healthy routine this year. That could just be making smarter choices, small sustainable changes. It doesn't have to be anything big, but I see you as feeling more comfortable in your own skin because of that. For other people, it could just be a different, new, positive, healthy mindset or perspective, okay? And I feel like that has to do with how you see yourself. For a lot of people, it is a message of you're going to be having more body positivity. You're going to see yourself, you're going to look in the mirror and see yourself as really beautiful this year. I see such an improvement. So maybe you could even be doing some affirmations, something like that. Okay, so overall energy for this year, we've got number 1, intention. And I'm so drawn to the Magician here. It's like this increase of self-worth that you're going to be experiencing, pile 1. It's going to, and oh my gosh, you're pile 1, so it's got number 1 here. But it's really going to increase your manifesting power. So I would start with maybe affirmations, anything that's going to help you with that pride, that self-worth energy, journaling, things like that, and really put your intentions out there. Write down your intentions, manifest, make a vision board. Any of those things will be really great for you, pile 1. Let's see what this card says. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? Yeah, you are really going to be taking in self-love here. I'm really seeing that with that Queen of Materials, nurturing yourself, giving to yourself, having just a really positive vision of yourself, new outlook. It feels like a new you, like the same you, but new outlook, really looking and giving into the positive like side of things, a new perspective, pile one. And this is really freeing up your manifestation power, really making things moving for you. So if there is a person that you're worried about or longing for or missing, I see this work that you're going to be doing in the beginning of the year is like, it's helping out with your manifesting power, so to speak. Okay, so we've got number 8, drought, and 22, rise. And I'm so drawn to how the colors in these cards are very similar, and it does feel like there are some moments here with a lot of red, fiery energy. We've got the energy of the sun. Feels like she is tapping into her power here. So I feel like for some people, this might be in terms of your love life. Okay, so just take what resonates here at pile one. But although some of you are really going to be feeling this really great boost in self-worth and your image, there might be a moment of, not getting a partner right away. And I feel like you should just trust in divine timing here. Now we're putting this drought right over the sun card. So almost like, like giving to yourself. I see it as such a positive thing, but sometimes when the sun shines too brightly, we get too much of the sun. We kind of get this desert. So I don't see this as anything. I don't see this as a bad thing. Pile one, this drought, but I see this as a time where you're really going to be giving to yourself, nurturing yourself. I mean, I'm just like so drawn to 1 and number 1, and what we've got 10s, those equal 1 and 9 here equals 10, which breaks down to a 1 with this 19. Like, we're all being drawn back to that number 1. So I really see your focus, your intention is going to be on yourself, and you're going to get like rise. I mean, look how powerful she is here in this card. It's tying back to that animal card, just really getting in alignment, connected with your own energy, connected to your own inner power. And it's like, you have to be alone to do this. So I see this journey that she's on by herself. It's really necessary here, and it's mirrored in those, ones that are surrounded by you. This is really something you're going on. You're going at alone. You're rising, but you're flying, you're soaring here, pile one. This is amazing energy. So it does feel like you are coming out of dark or negative or lower level energies, and you are feeling such a shift here, such an upgrade or an elevated feeling. I love that, pile one. Here we've got star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay, so I'm actually going to read a couple of these cards. I feel called to read this card here, the Rise card. And I'm going to go ahead and read Star Ancestors as well. So let's start with this one, 22 Rise, and this is from the Earthcraft Oracle. It says, "It's time for an awakening. The traumas, wounds, and heartaches of your past are over now because you have been brave enough to confront them and burn them down. Now you are standing on the fertile ash of your past, ready to rise. This is a card of realignment and self-development. You're ready to charge ahead, so stop doubting yourself. You know what you want and need. The only thing missing now is for you to stand up and reach for it. After all you have been through, it is safe for you to share yourself with the world again. The right people are waiting for you to rise and greet them with an open heart. This card is auspicious for those of you looking for new love and friendships. Wow, and I think that's a key there, new love and friendships, because I think that's a key that could be something coming your way, especially if you feel like you have been in a drought, a metaphorical drought of those things. Okay, and I don't see like you're getting water right away. It's like you're embracing the fire, embracing your power within. And I do see great things coming your way. So a key there could be new love and friendships. I also want to read this Star Ancestors card. This is from the Starseed Oracle. Okay. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth and one day will again. So yeah, being called to a couple things in this card, being called to alignment. It really is coming back to me for you coming into alignment and getting out of stuck energy. That's also what I was drawn to in this card. Where does it say that? If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Yeah, it feels like you are coming in out of this year, like you're coming out of a drought and you're coming out of everything with a new perspective. And it feels like you are looking towards your manifestation here, your intentions here are being set with a whole new perspective. So I'm getting such a good feeling for you, pile one, with good things that are coming your way. Also, this is kind of reminding me of that, back to that animal card. It does feel like you are getting more in touch, more in alignment. Even with the Ace of Swords, it feels like you're coming onto some truth, some inner wisdom. Yeah. It feels like you've been on this long journey. You've been on this journey for a while, and it feels like your instincts are really kicking in to help you along with this. So I feel like you are really soaring. You're really soaring out of these lower level energies if you were in those in the past. And this is such an amazing feeling here with this reading. Okay, we've got some more cards here. I wanted to grab a card for your love life here. And another bird. Yeah, so many wings. It just feels like you're soaring here. So let's see what this wants to say for your love life. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Yeah, and I do see this shift in energy, like you are rising out of this turmoil, so to speak, those lower level energies, and it does feel like you are going to be really experiencing blessings this year. So for love, it's not very specific as to, you know, who's coming or when, or will you meet a soulmate this year. That's not what really the focus is on with this pile. I think the focus really is on yourself and self-love. Even rose quartz is it's a crystal of love that connects us with that that energy within our heart, that feeling of love, your heart chakra energy. And I'm really feeling like the focus should be on you. Don't give any of your energy away. Give it to yourself before you do, is what I'm hearing through spirit. Okay, let's see. So we've got 3 more cards here from the Iris Oracle. And then we will end your reading with a last few oracle cards from the Shamanic Healing Oracle, and these will be advice here. So these are also going to be themes or challenges you might be experiencing this year, and what you will kind of be coming out of. And I see lots of growth here too with this one. Let's go ahead and read this one. 78 green. Fresh growth, fullness, wildness. You are untamed and intertwined with the lushness of nature. Even in a concrete building, your wild weeds are peeking through the cracks. You've grown so much that now your sprouting is contagious to your surroundings. Even if someone trims back your limbs, you will keep growing. Wild, wild, wild. Wow, so it feels like you are going to be really expanding, and just again that message there of getting connected with nature is what I'm feeling here. Pile 1, it says 10 for this one. Can't be caught. You are movement, and your movement allows you to better explore how you fit into this world. Dance on, little darling. You are completely free in this movement, in this time, and you are shining your lovely grace on everything you touch. We see hands from all around trying to grasp you as you dance out into the sky. Hands that want to take part in your magic. Hands that want to slow you down. Hands that want to bring you down to earth. You are too fast, no one can catch you, and no one can tame you or slow you down. It's time for a solo journey, so put on your dancing shoes and wiggle your way out into your own personal cosmos. Enjoy the nectar of freedom and discovery. Oh my gosh. I also forgot there are charms in this reading as well, and I wanted to roll the dice for lucky numbers. Okay, so a few more things in this reading to go through, but this is getting me drawn back to that Knight of Voices energy with this Pegasus. It's like so much movement coming for you, pile 1, and that 10 here does break down to a 1. We've got a 3 here. 7 and 8 breaks down to a 15, which breaks down to a 6. We also had another 6 here. I see 6 as harmony, also a number of love. So yeah, lots of movement coming for you, pile 1, and it feels like after a period of maybe feeling stuck. That's what it feels like. So lots of little, I guess, synchronicities or ways this reading is linking up or making sense. So let's read this one here for number 3, everything you need to soon. And it says, after a period of wanting, you are now being showered with love and abundance. When emerging from a state of scarcity, you can become blind to all the blessings you receive. If your cup is empty, each drop that enters feels as though it is trying to water a drought. This is a flood, and it is truly such a wonderful thing, but it can also be overwhelming at the same time. Take little sips, take moments to count all the wonderful things happening around you. Soon your palms will reach open to receive all the goodness showering upon you. I'm getting the chills, pile one. So many blessings coming your way. Really, I mean, she does have her hands covered, but it is a feeling of, wow, you don't even realize all the abundance or all the growth you're going to be receiving here with this pile. So I'm loving that here, pile 3. Let's get into your shamanic healing cards. Now, these are going to be recommendations for you or advice from spirit. We've got 15, honoring your energy. Also breaks down to a 6. We've got 39, creativity. That breaks down to a 3. And we've got 30, divine timing. Another 3 here. And there is just so many 3s here in this reading. And 3 it really is a magic number. You know, you've heard of Holy Trinity. 3s, I see, when you're seeing 3, 3, 3, I know there was even more here. I don't want to look at all the cards buried, but we're seeing it, 3, 3, 3 at least. So when you see lots of 3s like that, that is encouragement that you are moving in the right direction. And I even see this little plant here growing towards one direction. I feel like that's your message here, that your guides are trying to tell you that you are going the right way, honoring your energy, seeing that growth here, that green growth, so much growth here in these cards. And I think towards the end of your year, you're really going to see this tree. You're going to see how hard you've worked. You're going to get the payout. Okay. Divine timing. So don't rush everything, especially when it comes to love, is what I'm hearing. I feel like, I guess I'm going to say it a million times, you're coming into alignment here with this pile. So honor where you're at, wherever you're at on your journey. Just surrender to that, give into that. There's a feeling here of not rushing. Also, just enjoy things this year. The sun, creativity, such signs of positivity that you are going to be working on creative projects. The sun is all about creation, so you can be putting things out there into the world, putting your creativity out there, your creative energy. Even like this Pegasus is such a creative little, I don't know, kind of reminds me of a unicorn, but it reminds me of that creativity here. So let's roll some numbers. See if we get any lucky numbers or repeating numbers here for you. Okay, for pile number 1. Okay, let's see. We've got 5, 5. Of course, we've got 1s. 1, 1, 1, 1. So 1 is coming through really strongly here. I'm going to give these die another roll. Okay, so we've got another 5, a 2, and a 3. Okay, so 5s here, which we were drawn to first, or I was. 5s are about challenges. 5s are all about change too. So it does feel like, going to that drought card and then to rise, it does feel like you are moving from that place of a place where you don't want to be, really. I put it over divine timing here, so that could be a message of, you just are going to get out of this energy, because 5 is conflicts, inner conflicts even. It could be just that you're going to get out of that within due time, and you could really be experiencing a shift of energy here or some really positive changes. And then we have 1s coming through so strongly in your reading. That is the master number. Also seeing 1111 here. And 1s are all about coming into coming into your power, really. It's really, you can look up the angel number 1111, or look up the angel numbers 1. But I really do see you coming into alignment with who you came in this world to be, and you're really going to feel this. You're going to feel this shift here. Also with even the 2 and 3, I just flipped it, but with the 2 and 3, it does feel like you are going to have a progression here, pile 1. It feels like things are really moving forward for you. Yeah, alignment, expression. Yeah, so many great things associated with that number 1. And it's no coincidence that you are also pile 1. Spirit tends to do that a lot, associate the numbers with the pile we're on. Just some confirmation there. So, okay, we've got some charms here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got an anchor. And it does feel like you are being released here from stuck energy. So maybe before it felt like you were stuck in some lower level energies, it feels like we're pulling that anchor up. Couple little like nautical things here. We've got this like fish, this fish bone here. Could have felt, it's kind of reminding me of that drought card where maybe you felt in the past like you were picked dry or bone dry. So I'm getting like the feeling you're going to come out of your shell. You're going to be maybe even experiencing new things. There was that message there with the body, you know, feeling more comfortable with your body. I feel like a lot of people, you're going to be maybe doing something new, like a new sport could be the message here with this tennis racket. I know I was just walking by the park and there was a lot of people playing tennis, and I was like, should I take up something new, like something like that, like tennis? So that could be something for you, pile 1. You could be taking up some kind of really healthy activity, it feels like. So yeah, I think Spirit is acknowledging this period of a drought or a pause, and I feel like this anchor is going to be lifted, and a big theme for you is getting out of that energy here. Look at that, a little Pegasus there. This is a horse with wings, and of course that is in this card here as well, the Knight of Voices. So confirmation there for you, pile 1. You are going to be soaring, flying out of this energy. Yeah, flying out of that stuck energy here. Peace, finding inner peace here. Let's see. And then this is a religious cross. I know it's really, really small, the imagery on here, but I can tell that it is looks like a parent. Yeah. Looks like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So that could just be a message of getting in alignment. Also seeing family there, family in that cross, and in the 10 of materials. So if that is something that you're manifesting, because the Magician is here, it feels like your manifestations are really getting into alignment this year, pile 1. So that is all the messages that I have for you today. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you chose this reading and it resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section. I love reading your comments. Also, if you resonate with my readings, please do subscribe to my channel. I am a new YouTuber on here, and I can take all the new subscribers I can get. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that in my Etsy shop in the description box at the very, very end. And thanks again for tuning in today, pile 1. I will catch you in the next one. Bye. All right, pile number 2. If you chose the Mentor card here and this orange calcite, this is your reading. So the owl here has wisdom, okay, with the mentor, and there's this like bright, fiery. Yeah, I'm really drawn to that bright fieriness there in the middle, almost giving me the feeling of like a phoenix is what it looked like, but no, it's an owl, which of course signifies wisdom. Here in the book, it says the mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Okay, it does say a little more, but I feel like that's what's really significant here. This card, it is giving me the feeling of an elevation of, yeah, like it talks about wisdom of the consciousness. I want to get into your cards here because I don't want to just repeat what I said in pile 1, but it is kind of giving me that feeling of, because pile 1 was coming into a lot of clarity about who they are, and there was this psychic clarity, and you know, it was really spiritual. So I don't want to just repeat what we said in pile 1, so I actually want to get into your cards first before we keep going. But it is giving me that feeling of you are learning a lot, because the mentor is also the student, you know, a forever student. But it feels like you are reaching this place of expansion and growth. And yeah, let's get into your cards. I am going to be taking all of these in the upright today. So let's look. We've got the Hanged One. Okay, and this one was also the very first card in pile 1. So you could have chosen 2 piles today. If you feel called to, you may want to check out pile 1, because there's already we're starting off with a very similar feeling here. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Pile 1 had the Queen of Pentacles, so interesting energy, kind of mirroring a lot of the energy from pile 1. We've got the Emperor, 8 of Cups, Temperance. Okay. Pisces energy with the Hanged One, Aries energy with the Emperor, Sagittarius energy with Temperance. I didn't really say any of that in pile 1, but just take whatever resonates if it's confirmation for you. Also seeing a masculine person. This could be a divine masculine or a person on your mind. We've also got 7 of Cups here. Let's see what else. Queen of Wands. I'll just put these on top for right now so you can see. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, like I said, that came out with pile 1 as well, so you may want to check out pile 1. We've got 6 of Wands and the Sun card ending your reading, which, okay, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that also came out in pile 1, okay? So if you do feel called to check that out, I am going to try to see what different messages come in for pile 2 so we can make these 2 different readings here. But a lot of the same cards are here, even in like a similar position. So yeah, just taking note of that. Let's see. All right, pile 2. To be very honest with you, it is very similar energy to pile 1. And gosh, there may even be similar energy in pile 3 if we're going to be honest. So let's see. The major theme Well, first of all, it's a very spiritual pile. We are starting off with the Hanged Man, as we also were in pile 1. So I'm seeing so much like you're ending the year here with confidence, so much self-confidence, progress, masculine energy here with the Emperor. So for some people, this is somebody specific, a divine masculine or a soulmate or a masculine person. For other people, I see, because temperance is here, you really are tempering and balancing your energy, getting in touch with your masculine side. So that could be after a period of, these were also coming in through file 1 for messages, but after a period of feeling like the hermit or a little more retracted, it could be like you're getting out there again, putting your creative ideas out there into the world. It feels like you are really building something and growing something here with the Knight of Pentacles. So, okay, starting with that Hanged Man energy. This is such a spiritual card. It can indicate a pause for us, an area of our time where there's not much movement. I see it's like right over the 8 of Cups here and the Queen of Wands. So it's almost like the Queen of Wands energy, it feels like almost like your powerful energy has been on hold for the year. Also seeing this blue snake, like transformation has been happening. So the 8 of Cups can be somebody who walked away. I am seeing an emphasis here on relationships, maybe going through a period of time where you've had to feel alone or go at things alone. Maybe somebody has walked away from you in your past energy. This is not telling you anything you don't know already. So just take what resonates here. But it feels like it kind of made your self-worth take a hit there with the Queen of Wands, but I see you coming back into that power here, pile 2. This is a really powerful reading. It's like, reminding me of pile 1, where there's somebody coming out of the flames, coming out of the ashes, like flying above it all, flying out of lower level energies here. It feels like you are maybe coming out of some confusion here with the 7 of Cups and getting some type of clarity here. Paired with the 6 of Wands, the Emperor, it does feel like you are coming into your fiery energy here, pile 2. So lots of fire. Also, this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you have tenacity this year. So pile 2, you are coming out of the gate. It feels like, for the beginning of the year, or it feels like you are really committed to some long-lasting changes. Feels like you recognize what wasn't working in your life before. You recognize where maybe you staggered a bit, or felt a little like you weren't making enough progress, and now you're like ready. You are ready to make these long-lasting changes, and you're coming out victorious here. You're ending with success. I see you starting with this Knight of Pentacles, which is a very good place to start. Like, you are somebody who is committed. So whatever changes that may be, it feels like you have a lot of different opportunities opening up for you with the 7 of Cups here. So that's going to be different messages for different people, but there's a lot of creative energy with that fire energy. So I feel like pile 2, you are putting yourself out there this year. You are putting yourself out there in terms of the ideas that you have, the things you want to create, the things you want to manifest in this world. A lot of this could have to do with finances this year. This is going to be a really good year for finance and career for you, especially if you have, well, I was going to say new ideas. I guess there's not really aces or things of new ideas. This could be something you have been working on, to be honest. It could be, for some people, your career. It could be something that maybe you've been trying to get off the ground for some time, and it feels like this is the year where things are taking off. feels like you are flexing here some success, some creativity, and money. Literal money, abundance, and paired with temperance, almost like if you have been feeling a little bit lacking, or like your finances haven't really been where you wanted them to be, this is a really positive sign for growth here. And we're starting off with like this, just a couple vines. They're really viable. They've got all these other leaves branching off, ready to make new vines, all this new little growth coming in. And then like towards the end of the year, it's like, whoa, you are just sitting in this forest, which of course is a metaphor for your abundance, your growth. That could be a metaphor for money, wealth. I'm seeing, and wealth here is paired next to success, feelings of vitality, and feeling really fiery here. So you are going to feel on fire. Lots of momentum here. Pile 2, it feels like you're putting your dreams into action. So lots of similarities to pile 1. You could even be a more progressed version of pile 1. So maybe because pile 1 did have an emphasis on the feeling of a drought. And I do see, like with 8 of Cups, it does feel like something has walked away or left your life, or you've left something behind. But you're progressing, you're moving forward. Even transformation here with this snake, it feels like you're really coming into your power. I know pile 1, we said the key was coming into alignment. For pile 2, it's very similar. It feels like you're coming into your power here, expressing yourself, expressing your creativity. It's this like inner expression that's been dying to be released. And there's a lot of masculine energy with that, a lot of creativity you're going to be expressing. So if you've been in more of a retracted feminine state, you are tempering and balancing your energies. So whatever that means, maybe you've been in a more masculine state and it's time for you to take on some more spiritual sides, because I see those both represented here, the feminine and the masculine. So it does feel like you are tempering and balancing these energies. Yeah, coming into alignment, coming into the true you. And I'm hearing like the student has now become the master here. And with that mentor card there, it's like you've been this long-term student here of your, because it's all coming back to like this really spiritual feeling here for me with the Hanged Man. It's like you could have been on an awakening for a long time, really trying to discover who it is you really are at the core. And it's like now things are falling into place. You're getting clarity. It's like the fog is being cleared now. And if there is a person you're asking about, that too, it feels like the fog is being cleared. Let's get some more cards here. So themes for this year, we've got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And what a beautiful card here, paired with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Because the Knight of Pentacles is all about perseverance, hard work, making those small lasting changes, long-lasting changes, establishing a good routine, establishing, doing things that work for you, doing things. I know this was a message coming through for pile 1, but there could be just a lot of healthy routines you're taking in, and it could be quite literal or in the body. Pentacles can talk about in the body experiences, our wealth, our self-esteem, and I see all of these things growing for you. And it feels like they've already been doing that for quite some time. Okay, what things are you going to be expecting this year? We've got happiness and friend. So 2 things came out for you. I know this card does talk about being a friend to yourself. I pull this card all the time, but for this pile 2, it is giving me the feeling of new friendships. Like I'm seeing 2 people here. This is a pile of 2, which is a pile of relationships. So there can be new friendships and relationships even coming your way this year. We've got be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. And your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Overall, I am seeing happiness, especially with the Sun card here ending your reading, and even the orange calcite. That yellow, orange, really bright color gives me such a happy feeling, positivity, growth, happiness. I'm feeling that all in your cards here. So happiness, I'm really looking at that from such a positive perspective. Happiness, friendship, and Spirit's just like pushing you to keep going, keep doing the work that you've already been doing this year. Okay, I did pull a card for love. So how is your love life going to go? Just take what resonates, okay, whether you're in a relationship or single. Let's see, it says, don't make decisions based on guilt or whatever you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Okay, so no real big indicator so far that you'll be coming into a new relationship or anything like that. Kind of similar energy to pile 1. There is an emphasis here on you learning things, coming into your true authentic self here, pile 1, and I'm seeing a lot of happiness in these cards. Let's see what else your oracle cards have to say for major themes coming through for this year. We've got 40, transform with Raven, and 21, prophetic dreams. Okay, so I am getting the feeling to read the Transform with Raven card here. I don't want to read too many of the cards. Prophetic Dreams is really giving me that feeling of the Hanged Man that we got for your first card, that connection with spirit. And it's also kind of giving me High Priestess energy. The women in these cards are also both looking down as if they're looking inward. So I feel like there's a lot of similarities between these 2 cards. Overall, with this prophetic dreams, I always get a feeling to connect with spirit. Like spirit is trying to lead you, trying to turn your attention a little more towards the spirit world, towards those things like clairaudience, the ringing, the tones you hear in your ears, the synchronicities, the dreams you have even. So this card could be a sign to start writing down some of your dreams, because there could be messages. This card, I'm seeing just the feeling of spirit is trying to communicate with you. And that could be because you're coming into more alignment with yourself, with your higher self. You're coming into this alignment with the expression of yourself. So with that temperance, I am seeing such a balance of the feminine and the masculine. And it is kind of giving me the feeling of maybe you have been in more feminine energy as of recently. It feels like you are coming towards this masculine energy. Let me go ahead and read this card 40, Transform with a Raven. This is from the Earthcraft Oracle. Absolutely love this oracle deck. And it says, Raven is a symbol of transcendence and a need for a new perspective. Intelligent and able to quickly adapt to changing circumstances, these sleek black birds see potential where others may see only uselessness. If you are in need of resources and unable to see how you can make a situation or project work, Raven is here to tell you that you have more available to you than you know. To channel Raven is to welcome inventiveness and resourcefulness. Raven thinks outside the box, asking, where can I shift my consciousness to help me solve this problem? Instead of going through, is it possible to go around, below, or above my challenge? Is there something I already have that can be reinvented and used for a different purpose to help me now? Additionally, this card reminds you that being resourceful doesn't mean you have all the answers. There is strength and intelligence in asking for guidance from other people and from Mother Earth when you don't know what comes next. There are certainly times to stand alone, but it's okay to seek communal resources that can benefit the good of all involved. Okay. Yeah, couple things I am drawn to here with this card and this definition, and it's really drawing me back over here to the Mentor card. And this is like the major overarching theme here for your reading. And it's interesting, you're getting an owl here and you're getting a raven, so lots of intellectual air energy coming through with those cards. So I'm drawn to you going through this time of transcendence. I was also seeing that with that, even that snake here present with that Queen of Wands. Coming into your power is what it feels like. Transcendence, also this outside of the box thinking. I'm drawn to that. So there may be some of that energy coming into your life where you get like a really inspired idea. What else? Also, this card reminds you, okay, there is strength and intelligence in asking for guidance from other people and from Mother Earth when you don't know what comes next. Yeah, being drawn back to that Mentor card, where this year is going to be the year where you're learning a lot. So you could be learning from other people, friendships and relationships were coming through. I feel as though you're being very open, and that's what I'm seeing, like with these wings are so open. So it feels like you're really open to the new, the unknown, new experiences, outside of the box experiences, new ideas. And Spirit could be trying to feed you these new ideas through, your psychic gifts, your internal gifts, dreams, all types of different ways that Spirit is trying to communicate with you. And I think they are sending you these really inventive ideas. So I feel like Spirit's saying to strike on some of these ideas when they feel right, or if they feel like they're in alignment for you. Okay, other themes this year. We've got Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Let's go ahead and read this card too. Okay. So this deck has so many different star cards, like there's Star Keeper, Star Ancestors, Star Family, Star... like there's quite a few different. Star Bathing, yeah, so we have here Star Brothers. So also giving me that feeling of friendship again, so that, relationships that you may have, platonic relationships, could be something that is important to you this year. And it could be I feel like you're going to be learning a lot of things from your relationships and from people. So keep an eye out for that. And birds, again, seeing lots of birds, lots of air energy, intellect, logic. Air is masculine energy. Air has to do with new inspired ideas. So I'm getting a feeling like if you have new inspired ideas this year, pile 2, you should take action on those, because they are ideas coming from Spirit. And there is success here in your cards. Success, abundance, wealth, money, opportunities, options, growth. These are all coming through your cards. So I think Spirit is trying to give you the information to make those happen, because information has to do with air energy. Okay, so let me go ahead and read this Star Brothers card. Taurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Okay, what did I say? I know I'm interrupting this, but what did I say about being open? Like, all of these wings are spread. Not in this one, but these wings are really open and spread, and it feels like you're really opening yourself up to love, to friendships, and to new opportunities. I don't feel that confusing feeling that you normally feel with Seven of Cups. It feels like you're getting options that are available to you, and it's paired with this card of success. So let's keep going with reading this card. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. That world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? Okay, so finally I'm getting a message here that seems very different from pile 1. I'm feeling like pile 2, a lot of you, because the Star Brothers is coming out, and there is an emphasis here on friendship. Oh my God, and a bird there too. I didn't even notice that little bird. Okay, so lots of birds. That could maybe be a sign for you. So there is an emphasis here on friendship. And this card, she is alone here. And I normally see this as a card of being alone, or maybe having a little animal friend there. But it feels like, pile 2, you may have been coming out of a cycle where you've had to drop friends or feel really alone, or you may have even been betrayed by somebody very recently who you thought was a friend and turned out that they weren't. Okay, this is a year where you are learning to open your heart up. Okay, you are healing from that, and I see real, true friendship coming in for you if that resonates with you. So that is a scenario I'm getting here. It may not apply to everybody, but you can definitely let me know in the comments if it does. I see you transforming that part of yourself. You're learning to trust again. So I feel like you're gonna get some sort of like star family, a friend that's a really true friend to you, soulmate even, and you're going to get a lot of happiness from this, and it's going to be in a really healthy way, a way that's not codependent in any way. You are coming out of energy that didn't work before, and you have learned so much now. You're protecting your heart, but you're also putting your heart out there, it feels like, for me, pile 2. So I love this energy that you're coming into. In between worlds, 55. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart, 39. And Rainbow Bridge, 37. These are also energies you will be experiencing this year. Then we will get into your advice. We will look at some numbers, repeating numbers, lucky numbers for you. We'll roll the dice, and we will also look at some charms. Okay, so a few more things to this reading. Let me go ahead and read these cards here from the Iris Oracle deck. Okay, we've got 55, in between worlds. This card is in honor of those who walk on the edge between two worlds. Edge walkers can have a hard time functioning in the structure set out for them because part of their job is to blur the lines that hold us in form. They may feel crazy, like, how did I get here and why? When you are neither one nor the other, there can be a loss of belonging and a difficulty to feel grounded. Part of your magic is that you are not all here. Wouldn't it be easy to just fit into place and go about your life with ease, like you are just floating on through? Unfortunately, that's not for you. It doesn't mean that you won't find peace in your life, which can very much be a reality for you. Part of your job by having a connection to a world outside of ours is to bring wisdom. But discovering new truths isn't always easy for people to stomach. So with this knowledge, try to be gentle even when you feel like you must crush down every falsehood in front of you. Okay. Couple things I'm drawn to in this one. First of all, that in between worlds it all brings me back to that hanged man energy, even this prophetic dreams, even this happiness card right here, like in between two worlds, light and dark. I see it as in between the spirit world and the 3D world is how I'm perceiving this card. So I do feel like spirit, it's going to be a very spiritual year for you. Spirit is going to try to really get in touch with you this year. So open yourself up to that is a big message here. I see pile 2. This is a year of you being more open to learning new things. You're going to be realizing how you've grown over the years. You're going to be seeing the fruits of your labor. If you've been going through a spiritual awakening or working on yourself, you're going to be very connected to spirit this year. That's still going to be a strong connection. And you're really going to be experiencing so much growth, okay? So what else was I drawn to in this card? Back to, the friendships. It does feel like you are like finding your way, finding your peace. Like if things weren't working before, now you are. They may feel crazy, like, how did I get here and why? When you're neither one nor the other, there can be a loss of belonging and a difficulty to feel grounded. Yeah, that's what I'm drawn to here. It's like you're coming out of a place maybe where you felt, if this is resonating in terms of friendship, maybe you felt like you didn't belong before, or like that you're having such a unique experience that only you can understand. Yeah, I want to get into these next cards here too. But it does feel like you're coming out of that. You may have been misunderstood in the past, or misunderstood by people or your friendships, or there is some kind of sadness or feeling of loss here. So I am getting a really positive feeling, good feeling that you're going to be experiencing so much more happiness this year. Like you are opening yourself up to that pile too. So yeah, with that rainbow and happiness. Let me go ahead and read this one, number 39. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. In a world that keeps turning, keeps moving forward, there is not always the time and space to recover from wounds and traumas. In order to function, make the rent appear like you are okay, you abandon your heart because it's too hard to face it. Healing isn't always hearts, rainbows, and bubble baths. However, it's super nice when it is that way. Healing is also looking at your broken and blue heart and how it got that way. Learning to cope and to step forward is sometimes all that you can do, but don't forget that other people are in your life and they might try to touch your heart. So you might have to travel back and make amends with what you abandoned to survive. It's not easy. I know you can do it. You can dive deep into your fears, the hard times, and tender broken bits because you are strong. Look at you, you know that. So it's interesting that it says rainbow isn't always butterflies and rainbows, and we do have a rainbow here. So I do see like a little bit of hope here that it feels kind of like the worst is behind you. And it feels like there have been things in your past. I'm hearing friendships because that's coming strongly in this reading, but it could have been a romantic relationship or anyone really. I feel like your heart has really been hurt in the past and you are really coming out of that. One of the first things it says is, in a world that keeps turning, keeps moving forward. I feel like that's you, like you are going to be moving forward. It said that healing isn't always rainbows, but it's because it said that and we're shown a rainbow, it's giving me the feeling like maybe for you it is pile 2, like you are getting this little rainbow or glimmer of hope here. Let me go ahead and read that one, Rainbow Bridge. Also, we have 55, which equals 10, which is a 1 card. 3 and 7 equals 10, also a 1 card. This one does equal 12, equals 3 here. 3 and 9 equals 12, which equals 3. So 1 is coming into alignment with yourself. There was a big message for numbers 1 in pile 1, and 3 is like keep on going. You're going the right way. It's an encouraging number. So 37 here, Rainbow Bridge, taking a step into the unknown can feel like falling. If you move towards what you believe to be right, solutions will appear where you wouldn't expect them. What appears out of nowhere to catch your eager feet can be more wonderful and magical than you could have imagined. You are so brave for making moves that seem dangerous and unpredictable. I believe in you. Beautiful energy there. I see like you are, it's that coming back to that connection with spirit for me. It's like spirit is guiding you across. So just take whatever resonates here. It does feel like with you pile 2 as well as pile 1, especially with that Hanged Man coming out, that spirit is trying to connect with you and guide you down the right path. And we've got happiness in your cards, the sun in your cards, abundance, wealth. They could be guiding you down a path of wealth. So yeah, let's see for some of your what do I want to say, advice here. We've got 33 integration, 16 masculine energy, and 40 retreat. Okay. I think I do want to read some of these cards. Okay, let's just go ahead and read them. It says 33 integration. We are a sum of all our experiences in this and other lives. We all bring forward a wealth of knowledge, talents, and wisdom. Okay, coming back to that owl and that mentor card. Not mental, but it's mental energy, you know. Okay, we all bring forward a wealth of knowledge, talents, and wisdom. One of the challenges is remembering who we are. We are bombarded every day in every way with messages on who we should be, what we should do, what we should wear, how we should live. These messages come from the media, society, our friends and family, and even strangers can drown out who we really are meant to be, who we have grown into lifetime after lifetime. Find some quiet moments in your day to identify and start a relationship with that strong, small voice inside you. Pretty soon you won't hear the other messages. Many times in your interactions with others, you hear that small voice that tells you something is not right. Your logical mind tells you to stop it. Nothing is wrong. Stop being silly, dramatic, overreacting. You may ignore your inner voice in a quest to fit in, to be loved or admired. You do not realize that your inner voice is warning you that the other person's energy is not matching their words or actions. Listen to your instincts about the situation or person. Such a strong message here. This integration card really is fitting in for me with kind of all those feelings I was getting about the High Priestess energy, the Hanged Man energy, and even Temperance and masculine energy, because you had a lot of air here, a lot of logic, but also the spirit world. So there is a balance here between logic and the spirit world. So if you've drowned out spirit before, if you've kind of put those feelings, push them away in the sake of a more logical explanation for things, Spirit's saying don't do that anymore. This is the year for you to get in touch with spirit, with your psychic side. I see you really developing psychically this year, getting in touch with your higher self. Yeah, you are a teacher and a student. You are going to be learning lots of things this year. Even the mentor, you could be sharing what you learn with other people too. The masculine energy card, yeah, I think you are integrating and balancing the spirit world and the conscious world, the subconscious and the conscious. The masculine energy and the feminine energy is what it feels like for me. Okay, I'll go ahead and read it since I just opened the book. It turned right to masculine energy. The sun, powerful, a life force without which nothing on this earth could survive. The masculine energy is one of action, doing, creating, forcing. In nature, it is balanced out with feminine energy. Yes. When we find ourselves embodying this energy, we get things done. We are thinking, logical beings. If we reside here too staunchly, we do not have any room for the opposite energy to come in. Being able to effortlessly flow from one to the other, masculine to feminine, is the pinnacle of being in the flow energetically. Sometimes in love relationships, the energy turns topsy-turvy and we end up residing in an energy that doesn't meet our highest need. This is hard to break out of due to fear. The fear of, if I don't do it, it won't get done. Realize that two people make up a relationship, and in an involved one, the relationship itself develops in its own energetic balance, a perfect combination of yin and yang, masculine and feminine. If there is a void in one area, an imbalance will develop. As is the nature of things, unconsciously, we will try to balance out. Being aware is a perfect first step. Alternately, this card signifies a very important man in your life. Okay, and I'm feeling called to pull out that love card, a card from the Lover's Oracle. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So there was a relationship, there was a message here about relationships that I was getting with that masculine energy, and it feels like you are coming out of maybe having experienced some lower level relationships, and it does feel like you are going to be coming into more evolved and higher level relationships where there's more of a balance, where you guys are energetic equals. So just take it as it resonates, because there's different messages for different people. For some people, that is the person you're with. You guys are upgrading and evolving. For other people, it could be, it could be that you're not with somebody yet, but I see these as positive cards here. And I think there's, for your love life, Spirit just wants you to not make decisions based on fear. For some people, you might age might be a fear thing. So don't settle is pretty much a message here. Don't make decisions or feel like you have to do something based on fears, okay? Because I feel like with this balancing energy, you are going to get someone very special, a divine masculine. And we also had the Emperor here, as well as this masculine energy. So Spirit doesn't want you to settle, okay? We have Retreat here. Let's go ahead and read this one. Retreat. This is a good time to retreat into your safe place, a quiet time to gather your resources for what's to come. Work on making your body, mind, and soul as strong and unencumbered as possible. This is the card that urges you to get your ducks in a row for the changes that lay ahead. Changes sometimes come fast and furious. Even when they are longed for, it can take us unprepared. By drawing this card, you are advised to prepare for some changes coming your way soon. Alternately, take this time to process the changes that you have recently gone through. Okay, so I think you should just take that message for face value there. There could be changes coming your way, and they could be coming through quite quickly. For some people, that is giving me the feelings of in your love life, because it's here next to that masculine energy. We were just talking about that. But just take it as it resonates. I do see a lot of positive changes coming in here. Let's roll the dice here for some numbers for you, pile 2. See if we get some repeating numbers, angel numbers, lucky numbers. Let's look into that. Okay, so seeing number 1, seeing some 5s. Okay, 1s and 5s. So we've got 3 number 1s and 3 number 5s. I'm going to give these a reroll here. Okay, and another number 1. Wow, that's pretty crazy, because in pile 1 we also had these same numbers coming in very strongly. We had 4 1s as well, 11, 11, and I forget how many 5s, but we also had 5 coming in as a synchronicity. So 5s are about change. It can be conflict or resistance, or something a little uncomfortable, but it does propel us into that more comfortable energy. Also, these are pretty masculine energies too, 1s and 5s coming in. So I see 1 as finding your purpose, getting in alignment with your purpose. Yeah, masculine energy is coming through quite strongly. So you may already be in tune with your feminine energy, and that could be something you have to balance out, or something you're going to be working with this year is masculine energy. But yeah, you may feel called to look at angel number 1111 or 555 to get some more messages there. But overall, I see this as a positive sign that you're moving towards the right direction. I see 3s as confirmation that you're moving towards the right direction. 3s push you to grow, and 6s push you into that harmony and balance and feeling stable, and 6 comes right after 5. So yeah, some messages with numbers there. I went and pulled some charms for you, pile 2. Okay, so I see this little withering flower here. So it could be a period of like a coming out of sadness. I do see you experiencing the sun again. I see there's going to be an emphasis on relationships here. I see this 2 little bears hugging each other. I'm seeing friendship here in this pile, hope here. This is a leaf or a feather. That could just be, I could see growth here. Growth. There's a little violin. Is that a violin? That may be another type of instrument. Looks to me like a little violin. So when you have a period of sadness, there's that saying like, let me play you a tiny song on the world's tiniest violin. I feel like you're coming out of this. I feel like if you do feel sadness, though, honor it. Honor that time, because we do have that little sad flower there. Okay, here we have a head. And going back into that masculine energy, this is just a man's head. It looks kind of like ancient Rome or from Greece or something like that. It looks ancient, but kind of reminding me of ancient Greek philosophy. Even it's reminding me of logos. Okay, back to that masculine energy. You could really be coming into your masculine energy this year. Lots of intellectual energy. This elephant, an elephant never forgets. I know there's some like a good omen or a good, luck message when they have trunks up. Do elephants mean friendship? I am getting the feeling of friendship here in this reading, so just take whatever resonates. But I'm seeing that, in these two little bears hugging each other, there's going to be an emphasis on relationships here, an emphasis on growth. A cat here, which is my name, so could be a confirmation that this reading is resonating, or, cats do have 9 lives, so they say. So you could feel like you're getting like a refresh, a restart here with this year. Also, cats are just there's something very like sacred or feminine, beautiful about cats. There's also a cat with that Queen of Wands energy. Usually a black cat is associated with that card. So you could really be coming into, it's like balancing your masculine and feminine powers here is what I'm feeling with this reading pile too. So, thank you so much if you stuck through this whole reading. If it resonated, please let me know in the comment section down below. I love to see comments from you guys. Also, if my videos do resonate with you, please do give me a follow. I could really use the subscribers. I am a new YouTuber on here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting me. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, those just became available again in my Etsy shop, so you could see those. Check that in the description box down below. Thanks again, Pile 2, for stopping by. I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, pile number 3, if you chose the medallion and this black tourmaline here, this is your reading. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the entry from the book. So yeah, maybe we could figure out what this means. So this is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes book. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held on for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. All right, and I'm flipping these 2 oracle cards over early because I did see them face up, and I'm just like, from this entry, and these cards, I don't know, maybe I'm just drawing conclusions here, but I'm seeing gifts, because it did say we gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, mementos of all kinds. So maybe we could look at this metaphorically. I think overall as a theme, you are going to be getting this theme of getting gifts coming your way. This could be unexpected gifts. This is surprise here. I'm seeing, presents here, gifts or presents from the universe. Like your manifestations have come true. It is kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. So yeah, let's read these. Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. And I actually burned this card a little bit while I was clearing the energy, while I was saging them. Okay, release your expectations and be open to surprise, open to unexpected gifts. It looks like a theme of this year, you're going to be in flow. Helpful people show up for you. Could be a clue there to new relationships coming in. You could be gifted somebody, a soulmate, someone from, your soul family or soul tribe even. We'll see what comes out. But yeah, I was really I was really drawn to these cards over here that just look like gifts, look like presents from the universe. And I feel like just from reading this little entry there, it reminded me of those cards. Now, I didn't flip any of the other ones over. Those ones are just already kind of flipped over in this deck. So let's go to your tarot cards here. I'm going to take everything in the upright. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so what unexpected gifts will you be having this year? Ace of Cups. Lovely, so lovely. Page of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. King of Swords. Six of Cups. The Hermit. Four of Cups. The Fool. And the Page of Wands here, which was at the bottom of the deck. Wow, pile 3, it feels like lots and lots of new things are coming in for you. I'm seeing maybe the current period you're in, or the energy you've been in the past or the recent past has been sort of on pause, stalemate. Maybe you've just been working on things. I see that your efforts are going to pay off after this period of maybe going within here with the Hermit card. So far there has been a heavy theme of spirituality in all the piles, and to be honest, I'm seeing that in this pile as well. So rather than reiterating the same things I've said in the pile 1 and pile 2, I'm just going to tell you guys, you may benefit from watching either one of those, pile 1 or pile 2, because I'm seeing a lot of that here. So I'm going to try to see what new stuff I can get out of this one. I'm seeing lots and lots of new things coming your way here, pile 3. So yeah, if you feel called to watch pile 1 or pile 2, but it is the feeling of you are maybe coming out of a spiritual awakening here, coming out of your shell, coming out of this hermit mode. And that's probably a theme for a lot of people, especially with what's been going on in the world. Like, we've been withdrawn, retracted, Two of Swords can talk about a period of indecision, a period of not moving forward or doing anything. And I'm seeing a lot of swords here, which is amazing because I'm seeing this progression, especially with the swords, with your logic and your mindset here, because you are getting out of this period of feeling stuck, and this person's not even looking. Like, usually they have a blindfold on. They don't want to look at what work they have to do. And you're moving towards this page, moving towards this king. So you're getting this real mental clarity here. I'm seeing a new love for you, pile 3. This is coming through as a person for me. So a lot of you, I feel like you may have been single. I feel like there's a lot of things in your life that were, who had a stalemate for some time. I feel like it's more than just one thing. I feel like your friendships or relationships may have been on hold. Feels like your business or job, something has been on hold for a period of time here, pile 3. And now, like, things are really moving for you. I see a lot of progress this year, a lot of progress. And it does look to me like romantic love is coming in here. So I'm very excited to get into your oracle cards here. You actually have 2 for love. But yeah, for me, this is looking like a new love. We have the 6 of Cups here, and I can take this sometimes as a soulmate card, as a romantic card, especially when it's next to these cards like the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords. This person's personality may be similar to the King of Swords, and I believe we had the King of Swords also in pile 1 as well. Maybe it came up in pile 2. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you're called to, you may want to check out one of those piles. Something's kind of wonky going on here with the 4 of Cups. It's interesting that it comes up right under this Ace of Cups. So usually it's like one cup is being offered to you here with the 4 of Cups card, and you're like, no thank you. I'm good. My cup is full. So it's almost like whoever this person is, maybe you deny them at first for those of you who are like meeting them for the first time, or maybe this person reaches out to you and you say no thank you at first. There's some kind of like opportunity here. For some people it can be work or career related, but there seems to be some kind of opportunity that you're not ready to take. But I don't know. Maybe you're just hesitant because it's followed by the Fool right here, which can be all about taking a leap, taking a jump, new opportunities. So I feel like this can be one of the gifts here to you, pile 3. It feels like you're going to get a lot of things offered to you. So money, career-wise, something can be unexpected as well. So maybe something that doesn't look too profitable on the outside, but maybe it can turn out to be much more profitable than you think if it's something about money. If it's a person here, maybe this person can surprise you. Let's get into your love oracle cards here because you did get 2 of them. Let's see, this one says friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. This one here says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. For this reflection card here, it does give me, to be honest, it does give me a twin flame vibe, and only take that if it resonates because not everyone here is going to be on that journey. Because I do see a twin flame as a mirror or a reflection of you. So it could still, if you are on that journey and have been experiencing a period of separation, it does still feel that way. I feel like you're ending your year or like going into something, or this could be during your year. Okay, it doesn't have to be ending, but this came up as the bottom of the deck, and this feels like a new romance, a new love interest is what it feels like. Also next to the Fool, the 6 of Cups right there. Yeah, it feels like a new love interest is coming into your life. This also could be creativity, sparks of creativity, creative ideas, really getting excited about taking action on things. I see that's what you're going to be doing new stuff here, pile 3. You could even be getting new friends. I'm feeling, take that card at face value if that's how it resonates for you. But also another message here is I am seeing new friendships. Even with that 6 of Cups, this could be friends from the past. This could also be new friendships. There's so much new energy here. New is such a key word here in this reading. Okay, so let's get some more themes of the year. Oh my gosh, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah, and I remember now when I was shuffling, that one came out and it was like too easy, and I like put it back in the deck, shuffled the cards really, really good, and it came out again with force. And I was like, okay, this is the message. I know this is the message. So that serves me right for trying to put a card back, but it felt like it fell out too easily the first time. But that did come out twice, so really strong message with that love card. Yeah, it came out really strongly when I shuffled. And this feels like such a bright year for you, pile 3. You are really accepting love this year, taking love into your heart. It's so beautiful. We've got 38, the shift, and 42, wild winds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just read these ones from the book because I have really been resonating with this deck. This is the Earthcraft Oracle. Let's see. Okay, the shift. Like the changing of the seasons, transitioning from who you are to who you're becoming is a gradual process. The shift arrives when you may feel suspended in time or as if at a crossroads. Look at that. I mean, that's like the energy that we started with here. Okay, so just bringing some attention to there. Okay. You are ready to move towards something bigger, but there are many paths you could take, so much potential. It's hard to take that first step. Be still in this transition and take this opportunity to look before you leap. Whoa, and the Fool usually in some cards is leaping, okay? Now is your chance to gain additional clarity before making a decision. Review all options thoroughly and check in with your beliefs, values, and goals. Call on your guides. Being still may bring up feelings of anxiousness and vulnerability, so have compassion with yourself as you take this much-needed moment of suspension. Know that this transitional phase will pass, and soon a path will become clear. Okay, and then let's read 42, wild winds. Do you hear whispers in the wind? Have you ever been alone in nature when suddenly you hear a word or a sound but no one is there? Earth Mama speaks to us in many ways, but it takes time and practice to hear her with clarity. At first, you may wonder if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. Do not allow doubt to block the wisdom of the earth. The Wild Winds card commonly appears when a spirit or the universe has sent you messages in the form of synchronicities or patterns like reoccurring numbers, symbols, colors, and shapes that you missed. This card is a nudge to open your senses to the messages that you have been closed off to. Sometimes a message can be so clear that it becomes overwhelming. Other times messages are so subtle that you must be completely calm and still to see them. Either way, you are being called to make sense of the little clues being left for you. To do so, you must listen to your heart and trust that you know what is being presented to you. Don't overthink the synchronicities that come into your life. Do not try to approach them with logic and reason. Feel them in your spirit and know that your first instinct is often the correct one. And I think I really breezed over the messages. If you didn't watch pile 1 or pile 2, in a nutshell, those piles were really about connecting with spirit. Like, spirit is really trying to communicate with you. And I am getting clairaudience here with these. And it's so interesting to me because there's so many synchronicities within pile 1 and pile 2. But even with pile 2, look at how all of these cards are facing the same way. It's like they're all looking inward, but it's all in the same direction. It's like, yeah, you could have watched all the piles today, but it does feel like spirit is leading you in the right direction. And I really feel like this shift card here has a lot to do with this energy here. 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. It's like I do see a period of you being still, and these cards do look very still, even though the winds are whipping around her in this Wild Winds card. She's still very still. But it does feel like, yeah, there is going to be a period of you looking within. And it even talked about you feelings of anxiousness or vulnerability. And it feels like, yeah, you are going to be feeling a little bit vulnerable here. You are accessing these feelings of love here. And it's coming through with friendship as well. Like that's beautiful here. Love, friendship, and reflection. Okay, let's see what other cards we've got. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay, I'm going to read just like the first part of each card because there's synchronicities in here in the book. There's like similarities between these cards. So, okay, with baby steps, you're being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling, to start where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-led life because they're waiting to know the destination before taking the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul is always calling us every moment of every day. So this one is about action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, so I just read the first part of that card. I want to read the first part of this card now. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. Okay, the most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them, they lead themselves. Okay, so I'm not going to read, I will tell you what I think they mean. I'm not going to read every single thing word for word. This one is here, the baby steps one, about taking things in like small bite-sized steps, doing one thing at a time, making these smaller changes and breaking things down so they're more achievable here. Okay, so that's what I see too with the Seven of Pentacles energy. You are really working on, gosh, so many things here for so many different people. It feels like career goals. It feels like goals here is what I'm getting. And the universe is really calling you to take a step, to go before it makes sense. The universe is calling you into action. So piles 1 and 2 were all about connecting with your intuition. And yes, you are really being called to do that here. And love is coming through. So follow like what you love. Sometimes the feeling of intuition can be, you can feel that through your heart space, through what you get excited about, through what you love doing. So you are being called down a path. It's very exciting here. So it's saying like take action. Take action before it even makes sense to you why you're taking action. Spirit is really going to give you clues, give you gifts here with this one. Yeah, it's like don't wait until you feel ready. It's like just go. So I feel this hesitation coming from you, pile 3. When you get this gift presented to you, it's going to be strange or different or outside of your comfort zone or feel like you're not ready. But your advice here from Spirit is to take action, because this is coming back to this like medallion. It's like a gift. Spirit is giving you this surprise, this gift. So however that resonates for you, I am getting the feeling of like money or work or opportunity. It feels like a really good opportunity is going to present itself to you, or you may get an idea. Something really inspired may come to you, pile 3. I feel like with a lot of people, this has to do with career. I know this sounds really general, but just take it how it resonates. Feels like you're coming out of something that you've been confused about. So if you felt confused about your career, the paths are clearing for you, pile 3. Yeah, amazing opportunities here. It looks like both of them are just leaping off this cliff here into the unknown with these cards. Okay, let's see what else is coming your way, pile 3. We've got suppression of a star being by hands unworthy, a fearful world, and inside looking out. Okay, let's dive into these cards. I do like to read this one. This is the Iris Oracle deck. Okay, so for the first one here, you are a star born not of this earth. Being a star, your light is bright and beautiful. You may not even fully notice at this time all of the magic you hold within you. Sometimes it can feel like the world is closing in on you, that people are out to get you, control you, and make you smaller, less. Know that connecting with your truest knowledge and light will always lead you out of uncomfortable situations eventually. People or energies that want to push you down, make others under their hands, are only grasping at your light in the only way they know how. They could possibly feel that by controlling you, they have a light, but they are misled, and they will also find their way. Okay, I know these ones are looking a little bit scary, but it does tell me that you do have this power within you. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to access that. I think Spirit wants to tell you, like, it's not all what I was hearing in the last pile. They were saying it's not all rainbows and butterflies for everyone, and I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to get the idea that it is, even though I am seeing like birds and gifts. I mean, let's see 69, a fearful world. Let's see, because I feel like with this one, like, I think it's calling to this magic within you. Yeah, so this may be what your outside world is looking like until you access this inner power. And it feels like really fear versus love here. Like you may feel this outside fears in order to access that inner love. And that's what's like bringing on these spontaneous gifts here coming your way. Let's see what 69, A Fearful World, has to say. This one says, "Oh no, the torments of living in a world that feeds on fear. Maybe it's a good time to turn off the news for a bit, connect with what's real for you. Shut out those nagging voices trying to get at you. And if you feel this represents people in your life, it would be good to put a distance between you and those people." Okay, let's look at 38, Inside Looking Out. And it says, "It might feel like you are missing out on all the action happening around you. Think of this as a period of in utero. You are safe within the womb that surrounds you, absorbing nutrients. This might be a formative time for the greatness to come. I know it's hard to feel separated. Loneliness is hard, but if you are able to take advantage of this, when you re-enter the world, you will be full of life force and brilliance. When you have the urge to mope, try to redirect your attention to something productive, even if it's just thinking a positive thought, or look at the world around you as an observer. You may be in this place because you need to look at life from an objective view." Okay, and I'm being drawn back to this love card here. "I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things." So this is a reading about good things coming your way, pile 3. So I think, fear is coming your way because it is instigating this love within you. It's like this process, like fear is scaring you, and you have the power within you to get out of it. You have this light of love within you. You're actually surrounded by it here, even in times when you are lonely. So it feels like you have the power to access that love within you. Feels like self-love. Even in these cards here, we did say that it looks like there's a new romance, but they didn't really come out in the Lover's Oracle. This one says, "Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best." And there's love here in your cards. So I do see this practice of self-love. I think if you're in a twin flame connection, you'll know it, but there could be moments of feeling this way. But from the, point of view we're looking at it, I think it is attracting this love into your life, believe it or not. Like the fearful world around you is making you realize like you've had this power within you all along. It's a feeling of not needing people to validate you anymore, not needing other people to tell you you're loved in order for you to feel it, because these cards are all about, being by yourself or facing your darkness, and it feels like you're coming out the other side of it, pile 3. So there could be some shadow work that you are releasing, and you are reaping the benefits of that. I feel like could be one of these gifts coming your way, believe it or not. So you may even want to check out the other reading that I have that I will link down below. That is how you are changing and transforming this year, because I think you are going through this change and transformation here, pile 3. So for your Shamanic Healing Oracle cards, what else do we have here? We've got New Beginnings. I'm feeling to put that there. Struggle and Anger. Okay, so we're putting struggle and anger kind of over these fearful cards, battling fears and confronting fears, confronting your anger. This looks to me like you are healing issues of the root chakra, an unbalanced root chakra. And it's leading to you to this safety. I feel like these are leading you to this new beginning, okay? Struggle, swimming upstream, anger. This could be a release of anger. What was this card? The Wild Winds 42. Could even feel like winds whipping around you with that wild winds and anger card here. So I feel like you will, part of the gifts you'll be getting this year is this progression that you're going through and your ability to come out of these challenges. Like, you are really going to be learning a lot. I know now I'm just putting all the cards out of order. It does feel like a year of transformation here. And then getting into, I'm getting ahead of myself here with the charms. We have some charms here. I wanted to roll the dice as well. Let's do that. Okay, so let's get some repeating numbers here. We've got 5s, 2s, 3s, and a 6. Okay, so 5s are the number of conflict and change, and it does seem with anger and struggle, even this struggle card, 3 and 2 makes 5, and it can be about resistance, but it's also a card about change. Okay, we see progress. This 2 here, new beginnings, 2 is a peaceful number. It is also a number of relationships. So I'm seeing all different types of relationships for you, pile 3, friendships even. It feels like a lot of new things are coming your way. So absolutely can mean a new relationship or a friendship. You may feel called to look up 222 or 555 to see what those angel numbers mean for you, or even 33, and you are number 3 here, so you can look up 333 because those are all about progress and growth and that signal that you're really on the right path. 6-2 is all about harmony and can even be harmonious relationships here. That could be something coming for you. This says created for you. I don't know if we could focus on that. Looks like a little butterfly here. So butterflies do signal transformation, growth, change. And I see we have a snake here. Same thing, snakes do signal that transformation and growth. Snakes can be a sign of Scorpio and Slytherin, I'm hearing. I know that's a Harry Potter reference, but I had to say it because I was thinking it. Lots of butterflies. Now I'm being drawn to these butterflies here. So it does look like a year of growth and change and coming out of things with a new perspective. Couple birds here. We have an owl. An owl does signify wisdom, having learned things. You may even want to check out pile 2 because that one came out as the mentor and had a message about what they were learning, teacher, student. A little bird here as well. That was another synchronicity or thing we were seeing a lot of in pile 2. So you may feel called to check that one out if you haven't already. But it does look like you are going to be seeing things from a new perspective. There's also King of Swords energy, Page of Swords energy, lots of Swords energy, logic involved here, lots of air energy. Okay, we've got this. This is a queen here. Looks like a queen. So you could be coming into your Empress energy. That can have a lot to do with self-love. Let's see, we've also got, looks like 2 pillars, a tower or a bridge. It really reminds me of the High Priestess because she sits between 2 pillars. So, yeah, and over here with the Hermit, I feel like that is a call here to connect with spirit. The star does remind me of the Star card, and I see that as like getting your chakras aligned and, yeah, connecting with spirit in that way. So, yeah, those are the messages that I am getting here for you, pile 3. Feel free to let me know in the comment section if this resonated. I love it when you guys leave me comments. Yeah, and if my videos do resonate, please do consider giving me a subscribe. I would love to have you here. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that in my Etsy shop. That will be in the description box down below. And I will also link the other video I was talking about, how will you change and transform this year. I think it will be really linked with this one. So yeah, let me know if you do that. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.